Well, hello folks, welcome to another video. And let me fix my tablet. Whoops. There it goes. Yeah, of course it's been a few weeks since I've been outside to smoke, and it's not as hot. I guess it's still summer, but it's not quite autumn yet. Or it might be autumn already. I don't know. So anyways, so today I'll be smoking Punch Rare Corojo, and yeah, it is a V-cut. It is a Corojo size cigar. Go back inside, dog. Oh yes, and a lot has happened in the news, and I'm telling you, man. Roast it. Nice smooth draw. This is my last punch, by the way. Yeah, and if you haven't smoked a cigar in a while, don't go for a Churchill or a Toro, because you probably won't be able to. You probably won't be able to finish it. And of course, the question to some folks is, what do you consider as a finished cigar? And that's a good question. For a Churchill, I guess if you smoke it halfway down, before you put it down and throw it in the trash, I guess you could consider that would be a finished smoke. For some folks, it's smoke it down to the nub, where there's like 1 inch left. I would fall in that category. But I'm also, I also tell people, hey, know when to put down the stick. A cigar like this, I should have no problem smoking it down to at least, 2 inch, inch and a half before I put it down. And, I won't even feel anything at all. So, of course, I'm here in Texas, and as everybody know, the Texas abortion law. Yes, you can still get an abortion here in Texas. It's just because there's 2 stipulations. I guess there's a 6-week, or if there's a heartbeat detected. Now, other states have these heartbeat laws. But their stipulation is that 12 weeks. So it's either 12 weeks, or if a heartbeat is first detected. Now, another difference of the new Texas abortion law is that anyone, me, you, I guess anyone that's a Texas resident, I guess, can sue a abortion provider, whether it be Planned Parenthood or some doctor's office or some clinic that does abortions. And someone mentioned that it could cost these these doctors, these abortion clinics, including Planned Parenthood, something like $10,000, up to $10,000 per suit. So of course, Texas kind of quietly got that legislation passed, and of course, because I didn't hear, I bet none of you heard about it. MSN didn't mention it. Local news didn't mention it. It wasn't until the legislation got passed that, of course, it made it made headline news, and all the lefties had exploded. Of course, I guess Texas got sued, went all the way to Supreme Court. Supreme Court said, nope, Texas abortion law is, they are within their rights to pass that abortion law. And of course, so the DOJ, along with the Biden administration, of course, sued Texas. They sued Texas, I guess, in a civil case. And of course, a lower court judge ruled for Texas. So I guess Texas is 2-0, on this new abortion law. So yeah, so basically, it pretty much, pretty much, it pretty much does away with abortion here in Texas. Of course, if a lady really, really wants to kill her baby, she can always go to California, New York, Virginia, or I don't know about Oregon. I guess Oregon, Washington, Michigan, Illinois. There are plenty of hardcore blue states that will do it for you. And of course, they bring up, oh, what if a woman is raped? What if a case of incest? In most places, in most states, most jurisdiction, the rape kit comes with the day after pill, and even if the lady's like, well, I want to wait, take a test, and if the test shows positive, then I want to go do it. Well, she better, get that done before the 6th week. Or just take the day after pill. Of course, in the case of something that's illegal, like incest, same thing. You got 6 weeks, or if a heartbeat's detected first. Yes, and if your baby, and if you wait after 6 weeks, and your baby come out looking like that kid from Deliverance. Yeah, I guess a neighbor was having a party earlier. They're blasting music, but I guess since the sun has gone down, they cut the music off, but they're still outside. I can still hear them. Now, strength-wise, I would say this cigar is a mild cigar. It would be one that I could smoke. I don't know about you, but if it's been 2, 3, or even a month where I haven't had a cigar, a mild cigar, I'll be okay. Especially one that is a Corojo size. Yeah, and that's one of the things that. And of course, we now have constitutional carry, where you don't need a license to carry a handgun. Open carry, if you want to do a cowboy style, where you're, got your 6-shooter on your hip. And yes, I've seen folks with with their weapon in stores and stuff like that. And, it doesn't, I guess if you're not someone who's used to going to like shooting ranges or carrying a gun yourself, that might be a bit jarring to you. But to me, it's like, okay, I see that guy. He's got a gun. It's in his holster. He's not gonna. There's a very small chance that guy's gonna go crazy and start shooting everybody. Because he's got to know that, hey, there's probably 2 or 3 other guys in this convenience store or in this restaurant. It's probably packing heat also. Oh. And yes, today is Weekend Smoke. And of course, the January 18th, I guess the rally for the January 6th prisoners of war or political prisoners turned out to be nothing. A few hundred people showed up. The thing is that they're saying that the 2 guys that try to organize it, people saying, hey, those 2 guys are legit. They're not Antifa, they're not FBI. They are legit dudes. But people are saying, hey, if they're going to organize, they should have done it, somewhere else, not in DC, man. That's like the den of the beast that you're trying to organize it. You know, what's funny is that there were more police, more news, and you know, undercover FBI agents than actual people. So there's this one clip that's kind of circulating around. It's probably not on YouTube. If you want to find it, it's on it's definitely on Rumble. I haven't been on BitChute like forever. I don't like the video format, the video player. I don't like the chat software that they've I guess went to since what's that the one I forgot the name of the chat software that they originally used. I liked it, but then I guess they showed their woke side, so BitChute got rid of those guys and just went back for like a basic, very, very standard chat software. Yes, and Rumble has the same very, very basic chat software that BitChute uses. You know, when you put in a comment, it puts it at the very bottom of the comment list. So if you're on a you know, you know, someone's channel, looking at their video, and this person is a more popular person, you know, and they have 500-600, you know, 700 comments. When you comment, you know, your comment goes way down to the bottom of that list, and the reason BitChute and Rumble does that is because it tiers the comment, so that the lower your comment, you know, the less, you know, the less likes that your comment has, the lower on that list it goes. Well, had a big dinner. I'm stuffed. And it's not like other, it's not like YouTube, where you comment and push your comment at the top of the list for you to see. You know, if other people goes onto that video, you know, your comment won't be at the top. Of course, it'll be down wherever the, because YouTube does that too. You know, I guess the more popular your comment, the higher up on that comment list it goes. And of course, some people will you know, because if you get onto a video early, that whether it be YouTube, Rumble, you know, whatever, BitChute, you can they call it comment, you know, comment section bombing, where you make like a snide remark, or you make a funny remark, you know, and everybody up checks it, so that your comment is like the top 10 on that list of 200-300 comment, but yours like the top 10. If I see those comments, I normally don't check them. They you know, you know, or like it. You know, they get enough thumbs up as is, or enough likes already, since they're like the top 10 comments. You know, but some people that's what they do. They're like, oh hey, this is a new video, I'm gonna jump on, you know, and be like the first 10 or 20 commenter, and I'll put like a funny remark, you know, or some sort of a snide, you know, quip, you know, may not even be related to the video. Unfortunately for me, most videos I get on, you know, late. And yes, and the thing is, YouTube, I think YouTube supports, I think 6K and 8K videos now. And my cell phone actually supports 8K video. If I shoot it in 8K, I can play it on the on my phone. But if I upload it to my computer or to a laptop, I'm guessing it requires a special player, like a player that can actually render 8K, or maybe on a monitor that can support. But yeah, I tried watching some 6K. I don't know if anyone's uploaded 8K videos yet. And to my eyes, I couldn't tell the difference between 4K and 6K. and of course it is CPU intense. So if you don't have I guess a higher end, not the highest end CPU, then you might want to stick with 4K or 1080. And I normally prefer to watch 1080, 1080 videos anyways, even if the content provider does their video in 4K. And yes, and yes, 4K videos do take a lot longer time to render, a lot longer to upload. The thing is that YouTube compresses the video file, so you're not getting true 4K, but it's still super clear video. But it's not as clear as like would be on the camera. It wouldn't be as clear as the raw video, basically what I'm saying. Yeah, so basically January 18th turned into a nothing burger. Yes, that video of the so basically it shows the video starts off with like 5 Capitol Police. They're surrounding this one little guy, because all the police officers tower over him. And the guy is dressed in all black. He's got a black hat on. He's got a black bandana over his mouth and nose. And you can hear the police officer, the police officer, the guy, well, I guess the thing is the police officer digs into like his pocket or whatever, pulls out his ID. The cop says, "Hey man, you have ID or something on you?" He goes, "Yeah, it's in my pocket." And you see the cop digging into the guy's front pocket or whatever pocket he has on his pants or shirt. And the cop looks real quick, and then you can hear the cop go, "Hey, are you are you the Fed, or are you on patrol?" Or so you can, okay, that dude's a glowy. He's an FBI agent. So they, and there's nobody around them. What's funny about that scene is that they're literally surrounded by the media. So there's probably about 50, 50 I guess media people that's around these 5 cops and that one FBI agent that got caught because someone saw you can't have a gun in that DC mall area. So someone saw that he had a gun on him. They reported him to the police. So the Capitol Police comes up, surrounds the dude. Turns out he's a Fed, and I guess he didn't hide his gun good enough, or someone actually saw it. Yeah, I guarantee you, 90% of the guys out there were probably paid Antifa, paid agitators, or FBI agents that's walking around with Antifa. And of course, all of those reporters, like I said, there's more reporters, there's more media out there than actual people. Give me some Diet Dr. Pepper. Yes, the fake sugar that they put in diet drinks will kill you just as sugar will kill you. Of course, there was that report years and years ago that saccharin causes cancer, and of course, saccharin is of course artificial sweetener. It comes in those pink packets, and they still haven't been pulled from the market. You can still buy the saccharin-based. Of course, you have Tevia, I think, or what's the one? The one that comes in that sort of a lime green package. I think it's Tevia, or yeah, I think I got some in the house. I don't use it. I actually use the what's that one? The agave sugar, which is from the agave plant, and supposedly the sugar from that plant is I guess healthier or better for you than of course any sugar is better than corn syrup. Cane sugar is better than corn syrup, because people are saying, even doctors are saying, hey, there's really nothing wrong. There's really nothing wrong with sugar. It's just the problem is people, if you eat just like anything, if you consume too much of it, it's not going to be healthy for you. Just don't consume corn syrup. Oh yeah, and the South Koreans, they consume a lot of corn syrup. Yeah, I've got some Korean friends, and when I was at their house, and they and they said, yeah, man, South Korea, we go through this stuff like it's regular sugar. And yeah, you can buy corn syrup in a container where it's the corn syrup. It's like a clear syrupy liquid. And I was like, that stuff's not healthy for you. You should actually just be, I told him, you should just actually just eat regular sugars. It's more healthy. And I told him you can get stuff like the I don't know, if you want liquid sugar, you can actually buy the agave sugar syrup, or apple sugar syrup, or maple syrup. I guess if you don't mind the maple flavor. But anyways, so I guess I'll close on this. So of course here in Texas we got the so basically the illegals have switched from brown to black. Yeah, I guess it was like a town. Right now the Africans and the Haitians are streaming into Texas through Del Rio, Texas. Before it was the Latinos from Venezuela. I mean, they were coming from like Colombia, Brazil, Venezuela. So it wasn't just Nicaragua, Guatemala, and Mexico. It's pretty much all of South and Central America were streaming in during the summer. And I've noticed there was one video that it's back in June and July, and I started seeing these videos where it looked like nothing but Africans coming through. Yeah, black folks. And I was telling a buddy, hey man, this is like, yeah, I understand if it's like a stream of 50 illegals walking through this gate, and you see a few black folks mixed in there with Latinos, but it's like all 50 folks look like they're from Africa. So yeah, so the Africans they've been coming in since the summer. It's just now that the Del Rio situation, the news has got out. Say, hey, if you make it into the U.S., they're going to let you stay. So yes, and a lot of these Africans, they've made it to South America, and many of them have lived in South America for years. They probably had wife and kids, or started a family in South America. But of course, hey, South America is okay. But the land of milk and honey, when the president is saying, hey, come up here, we'll let you stay. Yeah, those people are going to dump all their stuff, and make their way to the U.S. Yes, and the majority of these folks that's crossing over are, again, fighting age men, 18 to 35, or 17 to 35. So yeah, so we got so it was the Latino invasion. Now we got the African invasion, along with the Haitians. Yeah, because someone was asking us, okay, so is someone shipping them over? Because I know these people aren't swimming 1,000 miles across the Gulf of Mexico. They get in Mexico, so the explanation was that no, they've been in Central and South America, many of them for years, and it's just that now that they've gotten the green light to come into the U.S., they're coming by the thousands. Right, and as someone who is and has immigrant friends and family, who is a refugee, I sympathize. But the thing is that the U.S. at one time was a country of migrants, of immigrants, of refugees. We are no more. Maybe 50 years ago when the last 50 years ago when the last surge from Asia came over, the Chinese running, the Chinese escaping the Maoist communists. The Vietnamese, Thai and Laos and Cambodians, escaping the Maoist communists. Because the first wave were the Chinese, and then after the Chinese, it was the Vietnam War, when the mid to late 70s, when all of the folks from Vietnam, and tens of thousands of people from Vietnam, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia. What's the other place? Cambodia, the killing fields. Flooded into the U.S. But the thing is, again, we're Buddhist, and Buddhists are pacifists. Number one, we're not going to blow you guys up. I'm not going to shoot. I'm not going to try to rob you guys. We're not even going to try to convert you guys. And yes, and it was a peaceful. What's that word? And it was a peaceful assimilation of Asians into the U.S. population. So there wasn't any, so there wasn't anything like the neighborhoods, the Somali neighborhoods in Minnesota, or these Lavadios, from the Latinos coming from Central and South America, where it's like they came from a third world hellhole. The neighborhoods they live in is turning to a third world hellhole. But the thing is that I guess over the last 50 years, other than the West Coast, where lots of the Asians the ash fell down or congregated, there isn't really any like a big Asian neighborhood or city that's like a no-go zone. And that would include the South Asians, like India. Hopefully the Afghanis. Follow their other Asian cousins. And assimilate. The Somalis are Africans. They're Islam, just like Afghanistan. But they're not the. I guess not the same culture. I mean, they're the same religion, but their culture's a little bit different. All right, and I guess I'll close on this before my camera overheats. Is the so I guess we'll do the FDA one first. So the FDA, finally listened to their panel. So this panel, these panel of doctors and scientists that went to, I guess, speak with the, did their what's that word? Basically, it was like a 4-hour meeting with these scientists and doctors of the FDA, with the heads of the FDA panel. That's it. So these panels of scientists and doctors had like a 4-hour meeting with the FDA. It was either Thursday or Friday, and they were telling the FDA, say, hey, the science doesn't meet the numbers. 1 out of 5 people are either dying or getting injured from the vaccine. Their recommendation, now this panel can't make any. They can't make any laws or changing all, but they can give suggestions to the FDA. And their suggestion was to end the EAU, the emergency authorized use of the vaccine. So what does that mean? Number one, I guess no more vaccine. The one that the Pfizer got FDA approved, the Corojo one, that one won't be out on the market until 2025. So that one's like at least 4 years away. But other than no more vaccine, if this is of course if the FDA decide to listen to their panel of experts, doctors and scientists. So I guess the question will be, what explanation will the FDA come up with, like, okay, well, no more vaccines. We're getting rid of the EAU because one, it ain't working. That's the reason why we've been saying, protect the vaccinated from the unvax, because it ain't working. Yeah, because it makes no sense. It's kind of like saying, hey, everybody, you go camping, and you're telling everyone, hey, man, everyone wear bug spray. Wear bug spray so that I guess those of you who don't wear bug spray, protect. But I screw that one all up. So basically, it's like saying, protect those who use bug spray from those who don't use bug spray. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, bug sprays do work. Even the DEET bug spray, which is still being used, even though DEET has been shown to cause cancer. But I guess if you lower the amount, because if you have some DEET woods off, or some bug sprays with DEET in it, and DEET does work, you'll notice that if you have like an old can prior to the nerfing, so they've lowered the concentration of DEET in your bug spray. And yes, it works for mosquitoes, biting flies, ants, any other bugs that will crawl on you. Bug sprays will keep them off. So yeah, so it's kind of like saying, hey, oops, overheating. Yeah, so it is like saying, hey, those who don't use bug spray, we have to protect the people who use bug spray from the people who don't use bug spray. What the heck, man? Makes no sense. And yes, there was a yes. Now I'll close it on this time. So yeah, so there was I guess some sort of a meeting of doctors in Rome, Italy, and as of right now, it's only available to doctors and medical professionals, and it was live streamed, and Dr. Malone, who went to attend, and he was saying that it was a 2-day event, and he was saying that both days they had like 1 million people, or actually it was like 100 million people get onto the stream. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of doctors and medical professionals. So if you want to watch it, I guess you got to wait until all the doctors and medical professionals and scientists, watch that video first. Because I kind of want to take a look at it too, just to get information, not like you and I can do anything about it. And yeah, so we'll see next week. Yeah, next week's going to be interesting. So we'll see if something something comes up, something happens, or if I feel like going outside and smoking, jibber jabbing, you'll see another video. Hopefully I can get this one edited, uploaded. And until then, yeah, and I haven't heard anything more about the nicotine. Yeah, because it might have been just one of those rumors that someone spread. That nicotine helps fight off COVID. It could be that, hey, especially if you smoke a cigar, people are going to give you a wide berth. But yeah, I haven't heard anything about the nicotine and fighting COVID. But either way, enjoy your smoke, enjoy your cigar. Punch is a good brand. Any line of Punch cigar will be good. Enjoy your cigarette. If you smoke weed legally, let's call it vapes. I don't know, nicotine patch to get your nicotine in. Nicotine gum, I got some of that, but I bought it. It's like the 5-pack. Never used it. It's been sitting on my desk. Yeah, the thing is that I just don't have nicotine craving. Because I've been smoking cigars for years and years, and like I said, I've never had that craving to go smoke to where I'm shaking, because cigarette smokers will get that nicotine crave where they're shaking. I gotta go, so I got friends who still do smoke cigarettes, and they get that shake. It's like, hey man, it's like, hey, are you okay, man? So, yeah, oh man, I can't wait till my break, man. I gotta go have a cigarette. It's like, all right, man. You want a nicotine patch or a nicotine gum? To hold you off until you break or lunch. Yeah. So, anyways, stay safe, stay healthy, and just enjoy your smoke.